Isabella Reads to Muffy by Marianne Mitchell. Art by Catherine Mitter. One day, Isabella saw a dog in the library. "Look, there's a dog," she said. "Yes," said the librarian. "Muffy is our library dog. Children read to her." Isabella looked sad. "I can't read." "Even if you're not reading yet, you can show Muffy the pictures," said the librarian. So Dad helped Isabella look for a book. Isabella found one she liked. "Look, it's a book about animals." Then they went back to see Muffy. Muffy sat. Isabella sat. Muffy sniffed the book. And then Isabella showed Muffy the first picture. "Look, it's a dog." Isabella turned the page and said, "Look, it's a cat." Each time Isabella showed Muffy a picture, the dog thumped her tail. When it was time to go, Isabella waved goodbye to Muffy. "Did you like reading your book to Muffy?" asked the librarian. Isabella grinned. "Yes." Ready for Winter by Marianne Mitchell. Art by Paula Becker. Isabel was helping Dad clean up the garden. She saw a squirrel run up and down a tree. "What is the squirrel doing?" asked Isabel. "She's hiding nuts to eat this winter," said Dad. Isabel looked up. A flock of noisy geese flew by. "What are the geese doing?" she asked. "They're flying south to warmer places," said Dad. When Dad put his garden tools away, a mouse scurried under the shed. "What is the mouse doing?" asked Isabel. "He's making a warm nest," said Dad. Dad gathered some firewood. "What are you doing?" asked Isabel. "You'll see," said Dad. Inside, Dad built a crackling fire. "Now we're ready for winter," he said. Where is Pokey? By Marianne Mitchell. Art by John Schroeds. Jack and Isabella couldn't find Pokey, the desert tortoise that lived near their house. "Let's go look for him," said Mom. Jack knew Pokey liked to nibble on the prickly pear cactus that grew by the fence. But Pokey wasn't there. He said, "He's not eating the cactus." Isabella checked the dish of water she had set out for Pokey. She said, "He's not drinking." "Maybe he's resting in the shade," said Mom. Jack and Isabella peeked under the mesquite tree. No Pokey. Isabella cried, "Is he lost?" "I don't think he's lost," said Mom. "Let's check his burrow. He likes to go there when it gets cold." Sure enough, Pokey was inside. Jack pointed to the round shell tucked into the dirt. He said, "Look, he's sleeping." Mom smiled. "He'll be sleeping there all winter, but we'll see him again in the spring." Isabella and Jack waved goodbye as they left the burrow. "See you later, Pokey." "What will you wear?" By Marianne Mitchell. Art by Paige Billin Fry. "Time to get dressed," said Mom. "Do you want to wear your brown skirt or the blue one today?" "The blue one," said Isabel. Next, Mom held out 2 tops. "The yellow one or the white one?" she asked. "The yellow one," said Isabel as she reached for the yellow top. Isabel opened her sock drawer and pulled out 2 socks. After she put them on, she wiggled her pink foot and then her purple foot. "Look, pink and purple," she said with a grin. At the front door, Mom said, "It's cool. You'll need a sweater today." So Isabel took her red sweater from the closet and said, "I like the red one." Finally, Isabel slipped on her green backpack. Mom smiled at her. "You sure are colorful today." Isabel twirled around. "Yes, I am a rainbow."
Harvest Soup by Marianne Mitchell. Art by Julie Fortenberry. Isabel helped Grandma harvest the garden. First, they picked tomatoes. Isabel said, tomatoes." Next, they picked squash. Isabel said, squash." Then they pulled up onions. Isabel said, onions." Finally, they dug up potatoes. Isabel said, potatoes." Grandma and Isabel filled a basket with the vegetables they harvested. "Do you like soup?" asked Grandma. Isabel nodded. "Yes, I like soup very much." Isabel helped Grandma wash the vegetables. Then they cut the vegetables and put them in a pot of water. Soon, the soup boiled and bubbled on the stove. When Mom came home, she asked, "What's for dinner?" Isabel said, "We have soup." Said Mom. "My favorite, harvest soup."
Time for a Party by Anna Galan. Art by Francesca Assarelli. Grandma Hen took Chicka Chick to the farmer's market. "Why don't you get the ingredients for the guacamole while I get some fruit?" said Grandma Hen, giving Chicka Chick the shopping list. "Yes," said Chicka Chick. Chicka Chick walked to the vegetable stand. "1 tomato," she read. She put a big round tomato into her basket. But she wasn't sure it was big enough, so she took 2 more. "1 onion," read Chicka Chick. She grabbed a medium-sized onion, but she wasn't sure it was the right size, so she took 2 more. "1 chili," she read. She dropped a green chili into her basket, but she worried it wouldn't be hot enough, so she took 2 more. "3 avocados," she read. She chose 3 avocados. She wasn't sure they were ripe, so she took 6 more. When Grandma Hen saw the basket, she said, "This will be enough to make guacamole for a big party." "Yes, a guacamole party," said Chicka Chick. Nosey Rosie's Neighborhood by Nancy White Carlstrom. Art by John Nez. Nosey Rosie sniffs her way through the neighborhood. She smells freshly baked pita bread at Alibaba's bakery and beef tamales at Melena's taco shop. Nosey Rosie smells fresh blue paint on the clean clothes laundry sign. And she smells coffee at Ellen's Cafe on the corner. Now, what's that delicious smell? It's Hisako's Noodle Shop. She leaves Main Street behind and comes to Mr. Toodle's house. He must be baking snickerdoodles. What a busy morning Nosey Rosie has had, sniffing her way through the neighborhood. She is tired. She is slowing down. She is home. And that's the best smell of all. Chicka Chicka Loves Salads by Anna Galan. Art by Francesca Assarelli. Grandma Hen loved to cook, but what she loved more was cooking with her assistant, Chicka Chicka. Chicka Chicka, said Grandma Hen, would you like to help me make a salad? Yes, said Chicka Chicka. Chicka Chicka loved salads. First, we need lettuce, said Grandma Hen. Here is the lettuce, said Chicka Chicka. Next, we need a tomato, said Grandma Hen. Here is the tomato, said Chicka Chicka. Now, we need a carrot, said Grandma Hen. Here is the carrot, said Chicka Chicka. Grandma Hen washed the lettuce. Then, she cut the tomato and the carrot into small pieces and put everything into a big bowl. Chicka Chicka, can you toss the salad while I make the dressing? Asked Grandma Hen. Yes, said Chicka Chicka. She grabbed 2 big wooden spoons and started to toss the salad. She was so hungry, and that salad looked so yummy. Chicka Chicka watched Grandma Hen make the dressing. It was taking forever. Maybe if she took just a teeny tiny bite. When Grandma Hen finished making the dressing, she looked at the big bowl. But it was empty. Oh my, said Grandma Hen. Where is the salad? Here is the salad, said Chicka Chicka. What Wacky Weather by Marianne Mitchell. Art by Alexei and Olga Ivanov. Let's take Max for a walk, said Mom. Emily put on his leash. Let's go for a walk. Wait, said Mom. It's cold outside. We need to get our coats and hats. Max jumped and barked. Emily said, Wait, it's cold. Mom opened the door and said, Oh no, now it's raining. Max tugged on his leash. Emily said, Wait, it's raining. They went back inside to find boots and umbrellas. But when Mom stepped outside, she said, Oh my, now it's snowing. Max whined. Emily said, Wait, it's snowing. Emily and Mom found their scarves and mittens. At last, they were ready to go. Max wagged his tail. Emily asked, Ready? Max barked. And out they went for a walk in the snow. Yes, Please by Anna Galan. Art by Francesca Assarelli. It was lunchtime, and Chicka Chick was very hungry. "Would you like a spinach quesadilla?" asked Grandma Hen. "Yes," said Chicka Chick. Grandma Hen looked at Chicka Chick. "I think you're forgetting something," she said. As they went into the kitchen, Chicka Chick thought and thought. What was she forgetting? Grandma needs tortillas. "Here are the tortillas," said Chicka Chick. "Thanks," said Grandma Hen, "but you're still forgetting something." "Here is the cheese," said Chicka Chick as she handed Grandma Hen the cheese. "Thanks, but you're still forgetting something," said Grandma Hen. "Here is the spinach," said Chicka Chick, and she gave Grandma Hen some spinach. "Thanks, but you're still forgetting something." "Do you want a quesadilla?" she repeated. Chicka Chick had given Grandma Hen tortillas, cheese, and spinach. What was she forgetting? She thought and thought. And then she smiled. "Yes, please," said Chicka Chick. "Yes, please. That's the magic word," said Grandma Hen. Then she popped the tortillas with cheese and spinach into the oven. Soon they had the best quesadillas ever.
My Best Friend by Nancy K. Wallace. Art by Manya Stojic. When everyone goes off to school and I am still at home, I have a very special friend. I never play alone. He plays at hide and seek with me. We look at books together. He shares the cookies on my plate and likes all kinds of weather. When Dad rakes leaves into a pile, I laugh and we jump in. We chase each other in the yard and race against the wind. He sleeps beside me when I nap. We often play pretend. He may look like a dog to you, but Sam is my best friend.
Time to help, time to play. By Anna Galan. Art by Francesca Assarelli. Chicka Chick was excited. She was going to Mr. Owl's market nearby, all by herself. Grandma Hen had asked her to buy 1 tomato and 2 avocados. On her way there, Chicka Chick skipped and sang. 1 tomato and 2 avocados. Soon she saw her friend Rabbit. "Would you like to play hopscotch?" Rabbit asked. "I can't. I am going to the market," said Chicka Chick. She kept on walking and singing. 1 tomato and 2 avocados. Then she saw her friends, the chipmunks. "Would you like to jump rope?" they asked. "I can't. I am going to the market," said Chicka Chick. 1 tomato and 2 avocados. When she arrived at the market, Mr. Owl greeted her. "Hi, Chicka Chick. What would you like?" 1 tomato and 2 avocados, she said. Mr. Owl handed her 1 tomato and 2 avocados. Chicka Chick paid for her groceries, put them into her bag, and skipped back home. "Thank you," Grandma Hen said when Chicka Chick came in. "You're a great helper. Do you want to help cook, too?" Chicka Chick thought for a minute. She loved helping her grandma, but she also loved playing with her friends. Finally, she said,
May I go play?
"Of course you can go play," said Grandma Hen. "You've already helped me a lot."
Thank you,
said Chicka Chick as she ran outside to play with her friends.
Puppy Trouble by Leslie A. Kimmelman. Art by Paula Becker. No matter what I do, he'll chew. My bear, the chair, a brand new shoe. He doesn't seem to give a hoot. My boot, some fruit, my father's suit. The corner table tastes so sweet. Cake and ice cream, follow meat. Mashed potatoes, fresh tomatoes. Gramps' best roses, garden hoses. Pillows, socks, the morning news. He chews and chews and chews and chews.
The Great Onion Search by Anna Galan. Art by Francesca Assarelli. Grandma Hen and her little helper Chicka Chick were in the kitchen. They were ready to make dinner. "Chicka Chick, could you please go to the garden and bring me an onion?" asked Grandma Hen. "All you have to do is pull up on the plant."
Yes,
said Chicka Chick as she went out to the garden. On one side of the garden, Chicka Chick saw plants full of peppers, cucumbers, and tomatoes. On the other side, she saw plants that only had leaves. Which one was the onion plant? She had no clue. Chicka Chick pulled one plant and out came a carrot.
it's a carrot,
she said. She pulled another plant and out came a turnip.
It's a turnip,
she said. She pulled a third plant and out came potatoes.
They're potatoes,
she said. Finally, when she pulled up a fourth plant, she smiled and said, "It's an onion." Chicka Chick ran back to the kitchen with all her veggies. "Oh my," said Grandma Hen. "You brought a carrot, a turnip, potatoes, and an onion. We can make a yummy soup."
Yes,
said Chicka Chick.
5 Little Puppies by Sharon Crisco. Art by Viviana Garofoli. 5 little puppies running to the door. One leaves with Emily. Now there are 4. Four little puppies gather round the tree. One leaves with Gabriel. Now there are 3. 3 little puppies chewing on a shoe. One leaves with Aaliyah. Now there are 2. 2 little puppies playing in the sun. One leaves with Christopher. Now there is 1. One little puppy gives a lonely yawn. In comes Sophia. Now they're all gone.
Time to Plant by Anna Galan. Art by Francesca Assarelli. Grandma Hen and her little helper Chicka Chicka were in the garden. It was time to plant their vegetable seeds. First, we need soil, said Grandma Hen.
Here's the soil,
said Chicka Chicka. She opened a bag of soil and poured it into the vegetable bed. Now we need to dig holes in the dirt, said Grandma Hen.
Here's the shovel,
said Chicka Chicka, holding up a small shovel. She used it to dig holes for the seeds. Grandma Hen found a shovel and dug holes too. Now we need to plant the seeds, said Grandma Hen.
Here are the seeds,
said Chicka Chicka. They worked together and planted all the seeds in rows. Now we need to water the soil, said Grandma Hen. Chicka Chicka looked for the hose, but she couldn't find it anywhere. But just then, she felt a drop on her head, and another one. It was raining.
Here's the water,
said Chicka Chicka. Grandma Hen smiled. Perfect timing, she said. The rain will help our seeds grow. Hello, Misty, by Marianne Mitchell. Art by Deborah Melman. Lacey and her dad were outside playing catch when Mrs. Garza, their neighbor, came through the gate. Hello, she called. I want you to meet my new puppy. Lacey asked, What's her name? Her name is Misty, said Mrs. Garza. The puppy sat and offered her paw. Lacey laughed. Hello, Misty. Misty jumped up and ran around Mrs. Garza's legs. Oops, said Mrs. Garza. Now we're all tangled up. Lacey showed Misty her ball. She said, Look at the ball. Then she led the dog around and around until the leash was no longer tangled. Very good, Misty, said Lacey. Misty is a smart puppy, said Dad. But she still has more to learn, said Mrs. Garza. Lacey, would you like to help me teach her? May I? Lacey asked Dad. Sure, said Dad. That sounds like fun. Very good, said Mrs. Garza. We'll start tomorrow. Lacey waved goodbye. See you tomorrow.
Floppy Learns a Trick by John A. Foster. Art by Sue King. Leo was eager to play with his new puppy, Floppy. I have an idea, said Mom. Let's teach Floppy a new trick. Floppy's long, curly-haired ears sprang up when he heard his name. He wagged his tail and looked up at Leo. What can we use to teach Floppy how to catch? Asked Mom. We can use a marble, said Leo. A marble is too small, replied Mom. We can use a soccer ball, said Leo. A soccer ball will be too big, said Mom. We can use a tennis ball, said Leo. That's a great idea, said Mom. When I throw the tennis ball, you run and catch it. Floppy will watch you and learn the trick. So Leo ran inside to get a tennis ball. When he came back out, Mom threw the ball high into the air Leo ran as fast as he could and caught the ball while Floppy watched. Then it was Floppy's turn. Leo threw the ball and cried, "Run, Floppy! Catch the ball!" And Floppy did.
Hey kids, find more great videos on Highlights High Five, the channel just for you.